Hello and welcome to TMXing Adventures and welcome to my caravan. Hey, today I want to show you these awesome muesli bites. These are so simple and quick. They use basic pantry ingredients, barring butter, which you wouldn't be in your pantry. It would be in your fridge, I would hope. But today I'm going to actually swap that around for coconut oil because I don't have any butter. So let me today show you this recipe. Now it is manual. It is one I've been doing for very many years and I don't know where it actually came from. So you'll have to follow along and cook along yourself at home. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring up the scales and we're going to put in my coconut oil, or you at home will probably use butter. Now it's 130 grams. It is the binder in this recipe. So you do want to make sure that's included. I know some of you are wondering, can you make it with nut legs? Probably can, but I've not tried it. I reckon though the way that they make that nut legs, you probably can do that. So 130 grams go into the Thermomix. And it works best in winter when this is solidified so that it actually mimics butter in our recipe. When it's liquidy in summer, it's just going to end up, I suspect, quite an oily mess. Although I don't think I've tried it in summer. So don't quote me on that one. Might work for you. But nothing goes to waste in your Thermomix. Remember, you call me and we find a way to reuse it. Next up is 200 grams of honey or maple syrup or rice malt syrup, whatever you have on hand. And what I've got on hand at the moment is honey. And you're probably thinking, gosh, that's a lot of honey. Yeah, these are like muesli bars, you know, good old-fashioned muesli bars. So they're going to be full of honey, all right? But you're just having a little bite. This will make 12 big, I think it's 12 big muffins or 24 little muffins. So I'm having trouble. The honey is getting stuck. Hopefully I don't have to open it up. Here we go. Nope, we're having a traffic jam with the honey. Let's see if we can open this up. There we go. Traffic jam with the honey, and it goes. So 200 grams, so 130 grams of our butter. That was what it was that big clump. 200 grams of honey, or rice malt, or another liquid sweetener. Nearly there. Well, there's lots of clumps in there. Oh, stop. So yes, although it's a fair amount, you're not actually using, like, it's not like you're eating a massive amount each time. These are bites, okay, little bites. And then lastly, a teaspoon, or actually probably closer to 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Now we're going to put this on to melt, and it's going to take about 3 minutes, maybe 4, depending on how cold your butter is. 3 minutes, 100 degrees. And speed 1. Now, coconut oil is likely to do this step a lot faster. So I'm not going to have to take this full time before I can move on to the next step and show you. Now, some little steps about what comes next. You need to preheat your oven. Your oven needs to be 180 degrees, ready to go. You are going to need some muffin containers, preferably silicone, because they pop out really nicely once they're set. Again, like other things that have that butter in it, it needs to be cool before you pop them out of their little containers to consume them. Otherwise, they'll just crumble. You need to allow that honey and that butter to set. So make sure you've got something ready to go. I'm going to make it in my muffin trays from the mix shop. Okay, there is 2 sizes of those, but I'm only going to make them not full depth. They're only going to be 1 centimeter high, maybe 1.5 centimeters high, not very big. They do need to be compacted well though, so that they hold their shape. Now the next step is actually going to ask us for a selection of nuts and seeds. This is where you can go crazy and do whatever you want to do with your family. So if your family like almonds and walnuts, put almonds and walnuts in. If they like pepitas and sunflower seeds, or maybe they're going to a school or something, by all means put the seeds in instead. It's just beautiful. Now by the sounds of that, that is pretty much melted now, so I'm just going to stop that early. But as I said, butter out of a fridge will need to go that full time. All right, now we're going to bring up our scales, and we're going to add to this now 300 grams of rolled oats. So rolled oats are the main ingredient because this is like a muesli bar. Okay, so 300 grams of rolled oats. As I've mentioned previously in other videos, you could use flaked quinoa if you need something that is completely gluten-free. You can see 300 is a fair amount. It's most of what this recipe is made up with. And I love it because it fills my kids up. Then it's got 50 grams of shredded coconut or desiccated coconut. I think mine's desiccated, the really fine stuff, I think. I actually only use that unless for some reason the other one is on sale. All right, that'll do. And now we need 130 grams of nuts and seeds of choice. Now I've actually only got the green ones out, so I'm going to choose the green ones, but you can use whatever you've got, as I've mentioned. So I'm going very boring today. What are they called? Sunflower seeds, yeah? Or are they pepitas? I don't know, the green ones. Whichever ones of those they are. All right, and the last thing is some sultanas. So 50 to 70 grams of sultanas, or you could put, I think, chopped chips in here. Let me reset those scales. And then this is just going to, oopsie daisy, 100 grams. They're getting a sweet treat in there today. This is now going to just mix together. So it's going to be reverse. So your reverse button is, let's just go back to the home screen. Down the bottom here, push the little blade symbol and it will go reverse. Speed 4 is our mixing speed for going in reverse to combine something. It's going to take about 5 seconds. You can hear it going quite fast, that's okay. That'll probably do it. Scrape down the sides if we need to, and do a remix if you need to as well. See how it looks. Actually, this is looking amazing. You want to make sure everything's looking very glossy and shiny, and that is actually well combined. The kids are going to love those extra sultanas in there, which, whoops, that wasn't the plan. Even something like cacao nibs I think would be really yummy in there. So now this is going to be put into an oven. I'm just going to check my recipe so I don't get it wrong. And it's going to cook for 15 to 20 minutes until golden in the oven. But remember, needs to be compacted down nicely. So in this goes a little tip for your muffin molds. Get the bottom of a glass and push it down with the bottom of a glass. You don't want to fill these to the top, remember. Half fill, only 1 centimeter. I'm going to use the back of my little red container here. I'm going to push this down nicely. Give it a little turn so that it doesn't lift back out with the cup. And we're ready to go. Silicone is the way to go with this recipe, just because once they're cool you can just pop them out, put them in an airtight container, and they're good to go. They are the perfect snacks when you're on the go, or like we are in the caravan and the kids need their morning and afternoon tea while we're driving. All right, that's it from me today. Do subscribe, keep up to date with the videos so you can see what we make from where on the road as we travel Queensland, and let me know if I can help you in any way regarding your Thermomix or getting a Thermomix in your kitchen to transform what you can do, because here I am in the smallest kitchen possible, showing you how amazing food can be cooking from anywhere. So take care and do say hi and let me know if I can support you in any way, and do subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.